So today I am going to be doing a question and answer video. It was a few weeks ago that I asked on Instagram and YouTube if you guys had any questions that you want me to answer, and I was going to record this a little sooner than I am doing, but I honestly do not know where the past few weeks have gone. It has just flown by and I have just not sat down and filmed it. I have gone through all the questions on Instagram and all the questions on YouTube, and I've just screenshotted some and I have them on my phone. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it and answer your questions. The first question is from Jazz Mondo. I think it's Mondo because it's 2 O's. What is your must-have craft supply for when you do creative journaling? My must when I'm doing creative journaling is either, I'm going to say 2 now, I can't really choose one, either washi tape or ephemera. I think washi tape is probably the must. I think there's a lot you can do with washi tape because there's so many different kinds now. You know, some have pictures on, some are just plain colours. You can kind of incorporate both and it's almost like you're using ephemera but you're not. You're using washi tape with pictures on. So yeah, probably washi tape, but I do really love my ephemera. And yeah. The Geeky Chick said, can you please do an updated planner collection please? And this got 4 likes, which is why I'm answering it, even though it's not really a question, but I thought I'd let you guys know that I am planning to do an updated planner collection. All of my planners are currently on this shelf over here. You can see them kind of peeking through just there. The reason I haven't done an updated one since my last one is because I haven't been able to get to them all. When I was at the other house, I had them hidden in boxes, I had them stored away, I didn't have them all in one place, so I couldn't really do a planner collection video without missing some out. But now I have my shelves, I know exactly where my planners are, I have them all on display, so I can do a video now, and I'm gonna do a video sometime soon-ish. The next question is from Made XP, I think that's how it's pronounced, I'm not sure. But they asked, how do you structure your creative journal pages? Do you choose a colour or an event to start, or do you just do whatever? It completely depends on what I'm journaling. I'll show you what I mean. If you saw my most recent creative journaling process video, which I still haven't filled in the actual journaling section yet, but this is how it turned out. And this page specifically, I went with the colour scheme first. So I had this cut out from the front cover of, I think it was Stylist magazine. It's like a free magazine you can pick up, but that was the magazine that was in Manchester the day that this is documenting. I absolutely love the colour scheme and that is why I picked it up. It was just really pretty. So when it came to journaling this day, I kind of focused around this colour scheme and chose a colour that went with this. So I had the pink and stuff, which I really like. I kind of ignored the photos and the colours that were in the photos. So yeah, these photos on this page don't really go with it at all, but they don't really stand out like a sore thumb because I've managed to incorporate like the background and the rest of the decorations in with the colour scheme I was going with. But for some of my pages, like this one, I look at the photos that I've got printed out and I find a load of stuff which may fit with that colour scheme. So for example, in these photos we had like my purple shoes, Jack's blue shoes, there was also green and a bit of red in his shirt. So I managed to find this paper which was from Tiger, Flying Tiger it's called now, and it just fit really well with the photos. So once I'd put that down and then kind of arranged my photos on top, I could then find some washi tapes and stickers and stuff which were in that sort of colour scheme. So yeah, this one, the colour scheme and like the way that I put it together started with the photos, whereas the other one started with the colours of something which wasn't related to the photos at all. I feel like a lot of the time it is the photos I go with first, but if there's a certain colour scheme that I really like, or I don't know, if I find something in my ephemera that I really want to work around, then I'll just go with it. Next question is from Dizzledoo and they say, when did you start your first journal? Do you have any non-craft related hobbies? I think my first journal was probably one of those like scribbly ones from when I was like 12 or 13, and I had like 12 or 13-year-old problems at school and stuff and all that sort of thing, and I'd use that basically to just vent. I would never decorate it. I'm not sure if I still have them. I know I still have one somewhere from when I was, I want to say 16 or 17, which was just a handwritten one again. My first like creative journal was probably pretty recently, summertime 2015. So I'll give you a little flick of this. This is just a notebook from Paper Chase. You can see there how much I really used it, and this is how much I still have to use. So this is kind of like my first dipping my toes into creative journaling. So this was like June or July 2015, and I was mainly using just watercolours, washi tape, hello, and odd bits of ephemera that I found, and on some of the pages there's also bits and pieces that I picked up that day. This is a postcard from a friend, there's a train ticket. This one has some things from some Happy Mail, so I have like a little tag, I have the airmail sticker, and there's a page from December that I never actually filled in. But yeah, that's kind of how my creative journaling started out. This is another really old journal. I didn't really creative journal at all in this, but this one I wrote more. I think this was kind of tracking my anxiety and just kind of venting and getting feelings out into a notebook. Obviously it helped me at the time, so yeah, I've not read back on this for probably since I wrote it. I don't really want to. This one has entries from 2014, so this one's like before the last one I showed you. So as far as like creative journaling goes, I've probably only been doing it like 2-ish years. Not even that, I don't think, like a year and a half. I've never been someone to write every single day and document every single day of my life from when I was little until now. I just can't write and write and write, which is why I creative journal. I'm pretty sure if I didn't journal creatively, I wouldn't journal at all. Do I have any non-craft related hobbies? Yes, I do. I think my main hobby other than crafting is photography. I studied it at school and I studied it at college and I absolutely love it. I really didn't like the structure of the course and how there was a right and wrong way to be creative with your photos. I hated that. I hated that in art lessons as well. But in the 4 years that I studied it, I learned a heck of a lot about photography and the ins and outs and how to do this and how to not do that and blah blah blah. I also have a 3DS which I enjoy playing on. I have had a Nintendo DS since the first console came out. I had the blue one with Nintendogs. Does walking count as a hobby? The only reason I really go walking most of the time is for the photography aspect of it. I enjoy walking, but I enjoy it more if I can take photos and like find good shots and stuff. Lucy and a cup full of tea says, what is your current favourite washi? This is going to seem like I'm just plugging my shop, but this is genuinely the washi tape I have been using to death recently, and if you've seen my creative journaling videos you will have seen this washi tape being used. So this washi basically has a load of X's on, or kisses, or however you want to call it. It's basically just black X's and they're all kind of slightly different, they're all a bit wonky. So you can see it's just basically a line of X's. The roll is almost empty and I'm gonna have to dip into my shop stop. Hannah Rose Adams said, what is your favourite planner that you own? I've been asked this before, and the reason I picked this question is I thought that maybe I'd be able to pick one this time. At the moment, this is the one that I'm kind of obsessed with, mainly because of the colour. So I haven't used this yet. It's in a lovely case that Joey made me. This is the Aqua Finsbury and I've been after one of these for so long. It's not going to pick up on camera the actual colour. It looks like the Kingfisher Blue. So this is the Kingfisher Blue, this is the Aqua. You can kind of see a difference, but you kind of can't. But it's beautiful and I'm so glad to finally own one of these. I got it for a really good price on eBay, so I might actually end up using it. I did have an A5 yellow Finsbury, but I was just too scared to use it. I did not like the fact that I'd spent a lot of money on it. I am a bargain hunter and that will stick with me for my whole life, I'm pretty sure. So when I paid that amount of money for a yellow Finsbury and I didn't use it, I just felt guilty every time I looked at it, so I sold it on. It was my all-time favourite planner. I absolutely love the yellow Finsburys. I just couldn't keep it knowing how much money I'd spent on it. Harriet_Knights said, what are your 3 favourite YouTubers and do you read much? 3 favourite YouTubers at the moment because it always changes, would be... I'm going to look on my subscriptions and actually see who I've been clicking on most. So I'm looking at my subscriptions and the ones I've been clicking on a lot more recently is Sakoni Jolie's, Dodie's videos on Doddle Vloggle. One of the more craftier channels that I've been watching recently is Feliz. I think that's how it's pronounced. Feliz Loves Paper. Her channel is definitely worth watching. She has a lot of nice crafty videos. And then the other part of that question was, do you read much? And the answer to that is no, I do not read much at all. I can't sit still with a book. When I'm reading something, I feel like I could be doing something better with my time. I have never really been a book person. I had like a phase where I was reading all the Jacqueline Wilson books when I was younger, but I've never really been a book person. I've never really been someone who sits down and just reads constantly. I can't do it. I don't enjoy it. That's simple. I've had a lot of people tell me that I should read when I tell them that I don't read, but the way I see it is reading is just like any other hobby. Some people love to read, some people don't. Shiva, don't know how to pronounce that, I'm really sorry. Will you do any Smashbook videos in 2017? Yes, I am planning to do some Smashbook videos. I have had a lot of people ask me to do more Smashbook videos. I have obviously been preoccupied with my creative journal. That has kind of just filled the Smashbook hole in my heart at the moment. I love my creative journal and I'm not going to stop doing that. But I do have a box of things which I want to Smashbook, and the other day I went through it all and I got rid of stuff which just I had no attachment to anymore and I didn't want to Smashbook, and the rest of the stuff I've kept in a box ready to Smashbook, and it really made me want to Smashbook. Danielle H asks, do you enjoy travelling, and if so, where have you been / where do you want to go? Also, what is your favourite food, animal, book and film? I have never been outside of the UK. I have never been on a plane. When I was a kid, my mum and my dad didn't want to travel on a plane. We'd go to Devon, we would go to Cornwall. So yeah, as far as childhood goes, that's as far as like travelled I have gone, was kind of Cornwall end of the country and Essex, which is where my mum's side of the family is from. I think I may have gone to London once when I was a kid. I went a lot more obviously when I was older, and then other than those sort of places, the furthest I've been up the country is here. I would like to travel, there is some places I'd like to go. I am just slightly terrified of planes. It's not necessarily the flying part that I'm terrified of, it's the fact that I will be stuck in a place with people for however many hours, and if I want to get out, I can't. That's obviously partly to do with my anxiety, that's one of my issues that I have to deal with. But yeah, some of the places I wouldn't mind going, I definitely want to go to America at some point. I also really want to go to Italy and somewhere like Iceland or Finland or Norway. Yeah, I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon because we've obviously just bought a house and we have that to deal with, and I really want to get a dog. So yeah, those are kind of my priorities at the moment, and then travelling can come someone after that. And the other question was favourite food, animal, book and film. Pasta, cows or dogs. Book, I don't really have one because I don't really read. Film is a hard one because that is one of my obsessions as well. I have a lot of films, a lot of DVDs. I really enjoyed Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I enjoy animated films a lot. The colours in the animated films tend to be amazing, especially in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. The plots don't tend to be too extravagant where I get so like intensely involved that I get a headache or something. I think I just enjoy that kind of zoning down moment. I think that's all the questions I'm going to answer for today. I have a couple more on here, but it's just gone midnight and I really want to go to bed. I probably shouldn't have left it this late to film this video, but yeah, I really wanted to film it today and I had other things I needed to get done before I got this done, so yeah. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little question and answer video. If you do have any other video requests or anything like that, then you can always leave them in the comments on my videos. I do read all the comments on my videos. I try to reply to as many as I can. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. See, I don't trust manual focus. I feel like I'm in focus, but I'm probably not, so I'm gonna go on auto and hope that it doesn't do its little... I'm gonna put my giggles on. I feel like I'm so not used to filming sit down videos where I'm in front of the camera that when I do them I feel so out of place. You can kind of see, I don't want them to be like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to wear these. Okay, am I in focus though? That's the main question. I look like I'm in focus. Okay.